Hey everybody, just checking in with today's daily update. Yeah, very happy with today's progress. So I finished off the particle system. As I'm sure you can see here, these keys and health objects just sort of spawn random particles while they're on screen. But once I pick one up, obviously they go away. So yeah, pretty good stuff. This water here spawns like a ripple effect as you go. Which is pretty cool. And that's not just for the player character, that's for sort of any object that goes through here. So if I drag this thing through, you can see it's sort of rippling as it goes as well. So that's pretty cool. Updated the gas so that it actually looks like gas rather than what it was before, which was a single sort of placeholder texture. I might make the individual sort of size of these either bigger or smaller or more transparent. For the individual particles, not too worried about that as it is. It's just something I'm considering, so that's all good. Now the player object sort of pulses twice. The first is when you're sort of charged up enough to strafe. Before that you just sort of turn in the direction even if you're holding X, which is absolutely fine. That was to prevent people from sort of doing something silly like moving at that speed and then sort of strafing all the way up to get sort of higher speed. And the second one of these pulses is when you're fully charged, so there's no point holding down Z any longer if you're just trying to go fast. I changed these things just a little bit so that they now actually change your travel direction, so that you continue in the direction that you've sort of dictated by the speed zone. And I made it also so that these things here pulse when they tick, so that's pretty cool. The other object I've sort of worked on today is this puck barrier. I did a bit of this yesterday and a bit of it today. It just sort of becomes not solid once you've hit it with a puck. There's a version that respawns, but I didn't enable that when I was testing, so it's fine for now. And it doesn't quite draw properly either. The edges of it look just a little bit off, especially when the barrier is actually there, so something I'll definitely need to look at tomorrow. In terms of other things I've done today, I fixed the Z layering issue, so everything sort of draws in the correct order now. Before there were a few things that didn't, so yeah, happy to have that resolved. Yeah, I shaded this player character a little bit so you can see at the edges of them just here. It looks a bit nicer. Oops, did not intend to do that. Yeah, pretty much good to go. I did fix a small bug with my pixel shader where it wasn't taking into account the alpha values of any color that I passed to it. So if I passed in a color but set the alpha on that color to, say 0.5 out of 1, it would actually just disregard that alpha value entirely, which we've changed that now, so all good on that front. There's one more particle I sort of majorly want to add, which is to make this leave a trail behind it when it's moving. The only reason I've not done that is because I want to do the rotation effect on the GPU itself rather than just what I'm doing right now, which is a bit of manual math for some of these rotations, like the player character, etc. I want to sort of be able to just pass in a rotation value and just go, here's the value, and have the GPU go, yep, that's fine. And do that math for me. So I can do that sort of probably tomorrow. That's not a concern. Either way, I think I'm done for now. In terms of level design, I've got about 80 levels designed, and given that I want 100, that's very, very good. I can probably start implementing tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, I think that's going really, really well. In terms of objects, I'm pretty much done. So yeah, it is pretty much going to be a case of starting to implement these levels and maybe get a sort of actual game going on. There is one more thing I think I want to do though, which is maybe just start drawing a background, because it does just look like a uh, monotone colour. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching as ever, and I will see you tomorrow.